This is Behind the Scenes. I'm Scott Sexsmith. A North Bay man has two nurses to thank for being alive today. Bay Today reporter Chris Dawson joins us with more on this incredible story. Chris, what can you tell us about Lloyd Burke's initial head injury and subsequent cardiac arrest?
Yeah, well, Lloyd is 94 years young and has been in hospital for quite a while. And on this specific day, he literally had two cardiac arrests, and the same two nurses ended up resuscitating him twice. And so obviously quite an amazing thing. And I mean, it may, what the sad part is, maybe in the medical world, people are going to see this, and this happens, on a common basis. But in this case, the family reached out to the North Bay Hospital Foundation, made a grateful family donation, and subsequently they sent out the story through the hospital foundation about these two nurses, Melissa Cross and Denis Boulianne, who helped save this gentleman, and they were rewarded a Golden Heart Award, which I guess it's kind of a thing that, talking to Paul Heinrich, the hospital CEO, it's kind of certainly a kind of a moral support for the nurses. And of course, I think this all started back during COVID, when obviously there was a lot of strain on the health system. So this is a way to kind of bring up the morale of the nurses and celebrate some of the successes that don't get celebrated on a regular basis.
Absolutely. And you're likely right, Chris. It probably does happen more than we know of, but amazing nonetheless. How did the Burke family become aware of the heroic efforts of both Melissa and Denny?
They were right there. They were right there. They hit the like we called the story on the site, code blue. They hit the code blue to bring them back in to come in and resuscitate them again. So they were right there and saw Denny and Melissa at their finest hour, saving their dad's life. And certainly that's a pretty amazing thing to see, and to see it twice in one day is obviously very stressful, but the family, Derek and his wife Yvonne, are very thankful for what those two nurses did for their family.
So back to Lloyd. Has the Burke family mentioned any long-term effects or ongoing treatment that followed these critical events? And how's recovery for Lloyd been since the incidents back in February?
Well, I think he's been in hospital a long time, but he seems to be doing well and in good spirits, and certainly thankful for what those two nurses were able to do for him back in February.
A Golden Heart for two heroes who made one beat not once, but twice in the same day. Great story here, Chris. Thanks for this. And as always, thanks for taking us behind the scenes.